hello, and welcome. Hello, and welcome. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the All In No Limits podcast. I missed you guys, but I'm back. You already know it's your girl, your pusher, your motivator, your number one supporter and hype man. It's me, Sharani Vaughn. And today we have a special guest, you guys. A very special guest. It's none other than my heavy on the my, heavy on the my, TT Greta Knox. TT, would you like to introduce yourself to the beautiful people?
Hello, everyone, beautiful people. I'm so excited to be on the show tonight. As she said, I'm her, TT. I would like to say I am the owner and designer, CEO of Gifts That Speak, a custom, very custom men and women's line of jewelry that I make by hand.
Yes.
Everything is one of a kind. We have some pieces here tonight to show you, but do um, we have a lot going on in this relationship where we share. She teaches, I teach, and we're excited tonight. I'm also an actor. I'm SAG certified.
Yes.
I do many things, but my passion is this jewelry. I'm just gonna hold a piece up because that's
Look
what I
at
do.
it. It's beautiful.
Men's arm deco. I call it arm deco, not bracelet, arm deco. But here we have tiger eye, hematite, and lava rock. Everything. Okay? So that's what we're doing. But just happy to be here tonight. We're doing some new things here. We're going live on many different apparatuses. We're going to figure out how to silence them as they're on live. We're going to be talking about some adult things that people don't normally talk about. So if you can't handle it, you may want to shut it off now. We're going to be very frank.
It's big girl talk.
It's big girl talk.
It's
One
big
reason
girl
why
talk.
she called me on the show because she's know I'm going to say what it is.
You guys, so look it. This is the thing. I call her the sex doctor. Let me tell you why. Because baby, she just has all the info for one. Two, she's very detailed. Three, she asks questions. Like she asks some really good detailed questions. Like she just asked a question on her Facebook maybe a couple of days ago. And she asked, this was for the married people or people that's in a committed relationship, however y'all choose to live. We ain't judging you. Do your thing.
Do your thing.
But she was asking how often how often do you guys have sex in a week? And it was very crazy, different, dynamic answers. It was intriguing actually because I read every last comment.
Yes, it was like 97, probably now to 107 comments.
It was so
And
good.
people, and here's the thing about it. People give their opinions, and that's exactly what it is. It's their opinion. It's their experience. I ask that because oftentimes people don't ask those kind of questions before they get into a relationship or before they get married. And then they get in a relationship and they're like, oh, I thought he was going to do it every day, or I thought you was going to do this, because it happened to me. I got married and my husband said some stuff to me and I was like, baby, that ain't what we discussed earlier. So I'm always, and I, you know what I call it? I call it scientific research, because it's a science to relationship. It's a science to sex. It's a science to being compatible. It's a science and what type of sex, when you like it, how much you like it.
Right.
Because a lot of times we marry mates or we get a relationship mates and they don't think like we do. In fact, I was talking to my pool director or my pool instructor today, and he was saying his woman wants him to say I love you and give me a kiss, and he was irritated. However, he had a pair of pants with her face all over it. So I figured she must have done something right for her to get a man as crazy as he is to wear her face all over his pants. But he was like, no, I don't want to say I love you every day, and I don't want to kiss, and I don't want, so.
But I don't think it's fair that you could tell me what you don't want. We are married. So if my love language
they're not married. So,
okay.
Yeah, they're not married.
Well, they're in a committed relationship.
But here's the key. What you get ready to say. Did they discuss what their love languages were?
Come on now. Because if I tell you, you better meet me.
I like that, and you don't really want to do that, then that's senseless to get in a relationship, because that means at some point it's I gotta make a U-turn.
But what I found out that is this. It's not that he don't want to do it at all. He don't want to do it with you, because he'll find somebody that he gonna be crazy over head over heels for, and he'll do it for them. You do it for the people that you want.
Well,
That's how I feel.
Well, here's the thing. I thought he was crazy in love with her because I've been knowing him for like 12 years. I go to the pool every morning, and he's a psycho, and they're in a relationship, and I was like, oh, he didn't fell in love because he's posting her on Facebook, and they're having all these wonderful parties, and he's teaching her how to cha-cha. I mean, it was a wonderful thing to see. But he's still got his little ways, but you got to have somebody who can break those ways.
Right.
So
Right. I agree. So let's get into this. So
get
you
into
guys
it.
already know this is about to be a powerful hour because that's what we do. We're going to talk, we're going to heal, we're going to grow, and we're going to learn something. Some good stuff tonight, right, TT?
We're going
to learn something. So what we're going to start off with, since I don't have my handy dandy phone like I normally have, y'all, I got my little journal book. But we're going to start off with this topic. Do you feel compatibility, do you feel that having compatibility in sex, I'm sorry, that's the wrong question. Compatibility in the sex area. So how do you feel about compatibility in the sex area? And the only reason I'm asking this question, because what about the people who are married, and there's no compatibility? And then what do you do when there is no compatibility? And I have some things I want to talk about, but I'm gonna let you answer that first.
Okay, so what I found, and in my own life and just in general, compatibility has to be detailed.
Right.
Meaning, let's see, it's very finite. Okay, so let's go with the genital areas. Let's go with prior to sex, because a lot of this is talking. Talking to your mate in detail.
Communication.
Not just like, oh, baby, let's get down. No, 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 no. What do you like?
Right.
What are you expecting? Let me tell you what I expect. Let me tell you what I like. Do you get what I'm saying? So, for instance, let's talk about this. You're dating a man, and the man likes sex regularly, but you ain't that crazy about sex. How much sense does that make to get into a relationship that's driving towards marriage? And he wants it every week, and you want to give it to him once a month. That's going to cause a problem.
Right.
All the way down to the genitals. Some men like hair on their vagina, and some men don't.
Right.
Some men say that they feel like they're messing with a child when there's no hair down there.
Right.
There's some men like, you better shave, because if I'm down there, if I'm eating dinner, I want a clean table.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
So those are things you need to talk about. I've asked, do you like hair or do you not like hair? I've had men say to me, oh yeah, baby, I want to shave. And I've had some men say, it don't matter to me. I've had some men during sex say, let me, touch that hairy thing. And so in my mind, automatically, I thought they wanted some hair. And I'm like, that ain't really my give. But I'm the type, I like to please my man. What you like? I'm like Coming to America. Whatever you like, that's what I'm doing. Now that means I've got to wash more, and I've got to be more sanitary because I got hair down there and I don't really like it. Everybody knows that hair causes more odor. Then you got to do some extra things. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So are we compatible? Do you want to have sex outside? Do you like freaky sex, or do you like sex on the water? Those are things you need to talk about. Are we compatible? Now, here's the other thing. Not only the type of sex, but how often do you like to have sex? And that's why I asked that question. Because some men can't have sex every day. And there's some men who want to have sex every day, but you need to know your mate. Do we want it every day? I'm not having it every day. Well, then don't get with a man who like a lot of sex then.
Because I feel like it's unfair. I mean, I feel like if we have this conversation prior to us deciding to be in a committed relationship and we know what each other want, I ask questions because I want to know if I'm able to give you what you're asking for, if I'm capable of it, if I even want to, because maybe I don't want it as much as you. Maybe I don't like it like you. Maybe because some people like some freaky stuff, and it ain't bad that you like the freaky stuff. It's okay. Do your thing. Some people like to be tied up. Some people like to be blindfolded.
And that's very important to know. Don't marry somebody and then, come on, baby, let me put these handcuffs on you. What?
Exactly. Tell me.
Boy, I ain't never told you I want to be handcuffed. I want to be able to work mine how I want to. I don't want you to be able to restrain me and put it in there. You gotta. It's important. It's very important.
It's very important.
And communication is the key. For instance, I have a high sex drive, so I don't need to get with nobody who don't want to be bothered, who is moody.
Right.
I'm the type that even when we mad, you can be mad, but I'm gonna let you take care of this, and then you go
we
back,
still gonna
you
do
go
this.
back to your living room and pout. But Let's take care
Right.
of this right here. You know what I'm saying? So, but
Facts.
you need a mate that feels that same way. You want to beat it up while y'all mad, and then you may go cook him some chicken, then y'all be all better. It's compatibility
That is
in,
true.
in the area of sex. And sex is very important. Oh, sex ain't that? Yes, it is.
I think it's
Because
highly important.
plus, scientifically, a man needs to come no less than 3 to 4 times a week. Scientifically, that is in the science book. I recently, some kind of way, with WOW, with the Paget conference, I ended up in the men's section. I was selling men's jewelry. Let me put that back out there. Gifts that speak. I make cufflinks also. I was in the men's. I was selling jewelry, and I was in the men's section. And there was a doctor there who said a man body is designed to come 3 to 4 times a week.
Right.
So then you like, oh well, what about when you ain't married, and then what the Bible say? So you stuck like a duck. But they need to ejaculate.
Okay, that's fair. So, question is this: so, what happens when they don't have the conversation prior to commitment? They don't have the conversation prior to marriage. Now that they are married, because oftentimes people think marriage changes things. People think marriage fixes things. People think marriage makes things better, but in fact, it just enhances whatever was already there. That's how I feel. If the love was there, it's going to enhance it. If the drama is there, it's going to enhance it. It's not going to make it better unless you guys sit down and have the difficult conversations. And a lot of people are embarrassed to have the conversation when it comes to sex. A lot of people are not comfortable in that, in that talk because they feel like, oh my God, that's too much. That's nasty. No, it's necessary because for me, I always say I think sex is a huge part of any committed relationship, any marriage. I feel like because if I want it and my husband don't ever want it, I'm gonna think something's wrong, either wrong with you or wrong with me, and we need to fix it because we need to know that we're on the same level. Because I've been in relationships with people and they drive wasn't my drive, and I'm like, man, okay, is it something wrong with me or is it something wrong with you? Because
Yeah,
why does it matter where we do this at? Like, I want it right now, right here. Let's go. And he like, no, 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 no. We got to be in the bed. I'm like, okay.
And that's a conversation,
right?
Before you went there, you should
have had that conversation.
Should have that conversation, and you would already know, like, not so much. You know what I mean? And it goes around and around and around. You've got to discuss every single part when it comes to sex, and inside of a relationship. Because maybe you might get a man and you're highly attracted to him, but maybe he can't hang with you, and he can't. I've been told I ain't gonna be able to see you every week, sweetie. Because I have a theory, and this is adult talk.
Adult talk.
I might be one age, but she another age.
Come on now.
And she not older. So she has some requirements that, you know what I mean? So you got to know, and I mean, I don't have another way. You got to know how your partner get down. And that's down on every, and then the love language. Because let me tell you something about me. Love language. If you do something for me or you take care of me,
that's foreplay. That's your foreplay.
If you send me something in the mail,
come on now.
Like if you come and you just take care of my car, or you give me, I'm turned on if you give me a oil change. Like you're taking care of me. That it's something about that. I don't know if I was damaged as a child, but if a man does something to take care of me, like he's protecting me, bring me some food, like, baby, what you want to eat? What? I'm just saying. I'm talking about me. I ain't talking about I'm just talking about what I'm talking about.
Come on now.
You understand what I'm saying? But you have to know your love language and what's going to work. What's going to work for you. And is that man willing to do that? That's the other thing. I've had a man tell me, girl, I'm not doing that. I don't want to take care of you. I don't want to give you no money. I don't want to pay no bill. I don't want to. I just want you to give me some. Well, guess what? I got some, and I got some for me. So.
Well, okay. So then go back to the question that I was asking. What happens once we are married? Do you think that can make or break the marriage? It
can.
Okay.
Because he has needs, and so eventually.
What if it's not him? It's her.
What if it's her? Eventually, she got needs. Somebody going out to get some stuff, going to the grocery store to get what they need for that meal.
You think so?
Hands down.
Hands down.
Unless they are very, very strong and mature people, and they can say, okay, we need marital counseling,
right?
Or we need a sex counselor, or we need a relationship coach to come in, and we're gonna go and we're gonna attend some things, or we're gonna go to some different events for husbands and wives and
Mhm.
whatever that is. But still, you got to go back to: are you willing to compromise? Are you is your heart where you want to make that person happy, whatever it is? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do I want to make that? Do I want to make my husband happy or my wife happy? Well, let's just say let's give an example. Let's say he's having some erectile dysfunction.
Mhm.
Okay, so for the woman, instead of saying, "Oh, well, you ain't getting hard," and all that, no. Okay, we're gonna try. We're gonna go down the line. We're gonna try Viagra. We're gonna try Levitra. We're gonna try.
We gonna talk about it and try to
We're gonna
fix
talk
it.
about it and fix it. We're gonna try to pump. We're gonna try whatever it is.
Mhm.
Same thing for her. If it's not getting wet, we're gonna try some different things to make sure that it's you know
Mhm.
doing what it needs to do.
Yeah, get it detox.
If it's
All
got
kind
an
of
order, if I
stuff.
got to go to the doctor and get a surgery to make sure that odor, whatever it is, I want to make my man happy. If he says he likes this and he likes that, let's just say, okay, let's give an example. Say he said, "Well, baby, I want to try some toys," and she's like, "I don't want no toys." There's got to be a compromise. You get what I'm saying? And you got to want to compromise for your mate enough to say, "Hey, let's try some toys." As long as it's not hurting you, because some things that
It's
your mate
uncomfortable.
is uncomfortable. You're not used to it. Like when I think of anal, I don't think of sex. I don't think.
That's
I,
not part of the.
I,
That's
no,
not.
but there are people say, "Girl, there's nothing like anal sex."
People like it.
First of all,
People like it.
I feel like that's just for outering. That's just me. I've been told like that is the best sex. That's this, that's that. But mentally, my mind is out there. But I'm sure there's a man who can turn me on enough that he might be able to work that area. I'm not just saying no. I'm just saying I don't like it. I'm not just. I'm just
Right.
saying my section. When I think of getting hot, I don't think getting hot back there. I don't.
Right.
But that don't
Right.
mean that doesn't. That's not for somebody else.
Right. And I agree. The reason why I say this is because I think it's so important for you to have these type of conversations with your mate. Because I mean, there's nothing like you want to be fulfilled and you want to fulfill your mate. Like I don't want to just be with you. I mean, there's other reasons why I would want to be with with sex, right?
Yeah, but we're talking about sex though.
But I
Mhm.
feel like, and I'm not even gonna lie, because one of my follow up questions for you was gonna be, would you be willing to stay dating or being committed to someone that can't satisfy you in the sex area? And I'm not even gonna be like, I'm not gonna cap. I will not probably date you anymore. That's a known fact. Like if it's not, and this is after. This is hold on. This is
Okay,
after
go
I've
back.
talked to you. We've discussed this thing. Because this is my thing. Don't ask me, because you ask me, I'm gonna tell you. If you say, "Oh, is there anything I can work on?" Yes, I'm glad you asked that conversation. I'm glad you asked that question.
She sound like
Because
she in a
I'm gonna
board
say
meeting.
yes. Now I'm very gentle. We know I could
Are
be
you?
rough. We know
Oh.
I could be rough, but I'm gentle.
She can be
And I
very
said, well,
rough.
yeah, there are some things you can work on. And then I tell you,
Are you gonna say it like light?
and then you get mad at me
Mhm.
for it.
Now it's possible. Now I find that men do get offended much easier than women.
Right?
So you got because trust me, there's been a situation where I was like, how am I gonna say this?
Right.
What am I gonna do? Uh, how am I gonna say? And so I worked with it, and
Right.
I toyed with it. A lot of times, if you have a solution rather than bringing up the problem without a solution, and you kind of ease it in,
And be like, oh, let's try this.
yeah, let's try it. And that's what I did.
I tried that.
It didn't work.
It just
Shit.
made me angry.
Mine didn't either. He still didn't catch on. I was like, baby, why don't you use this cream and put it?
It didn't work, because what I come to find this, and this is just a real sidebar. Y'all know I do my sidebars. What I found out with men is a lot of women don't tell them the truth, because
don't, 'cause we don't wanna
women
hurt
be
their
so
feelings.
desperate to have a man, and women be so just they'll talk him up and they'll speak him up and tell him he all good, but tell him where he wrong at. Tell him where he needs to fix it at, because then when he come to a woman like me
But
or you,
sometime-
we gonna tell him like,
But
look, that's
sometime
not working.
But sometimes I don't want to hurt their feelings.
I don't want to hurt
and
your
their
feelings
ego.
either, but I don't want to be unsatisfied, because if I'm unsatisfied,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have an
and
attitude
my nose don't want to be unsatisfied
at all.
So I had to figure out.
Because I'm hurt. You gonna see it in my face.
Oh yeah. You don't have no facial.
I have none.
Control,
So you gonna be like, what's wrong? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with you?
Did you say that in the middle of saying? What you said?
So, I'm very gentle.
I know y'all see her on this podcast regularly, but gentle is not one of the things
Woo!
she is.
I am gentle. I call it gentle living.
Now she calling it gentle lying. Keep going
So,
as you tell this lie. Go
this
ahead.
the thing is this. So, I'm very gentle when I talk to my man, right?
I'd like to see that, but go ahead, baby.
And so I there's a way that I try to address situations, but it's really hard for me to get in the act of doing what we're doing and then I don't reach climax. Like I feel like that's selfish and inconsiderate. And I feel like you didn't consider my feelings and I feel some kind of way about that.
But you know what? I think you should try to get your climax with before he even.
Sometimes that's not fair because
I mean, make it your job.
but why
Cause
I gotta
find
work that hard for it? Like I'm giving you what you want, like satisfy me too. That's why we
this
gotta
is
have this
difficult.
talk.
This is difficult because
Say what you're saying.
so for me,
Mm-hmm.
and so you knew it was deep when you jumped in the water because I already told you this was adult talk.
Adult talk.
For me, it's the soft touch that makes me come, right?
What
But I
you
like to get beat up at the same time.
what you mean by
The soft touch
touch?
of the
Oh, like
stroking.
the
Yes.
slow mo.
Yeah.
Okay.
This right here will not get it there,
Got you.
right?
Got
It's
you.
got to be really slow, and it's got to be in the right. It's got to be what I call the honey hole. It's got to be right there.
What's the honey hole?
The honey hole is right where my peak is that'll make me come.
Got you.
You get what I'm saying? But
We all got a honey hole.
everybody got a honey hole.
Everybody got a
So
honey hole.
it has to be there for me. So mentally,
Mhm.
is once I am there, once my temperature,
Okay.
once my, the light has been lit, I'm on my own.
Mm. So you do it yourself.
I'm gonna make sure.
Now there's been
Me and her, we going there,
but,
and then he can come along.
but let me tell you now, this is what I had to learn, which I feel like I shouldn't have had to, but I had to. When I was with the person, I knew what they was about, and I was trying to I tried to make it work, right? I tried, but it was just unsatisfying. It was not working. It was just like remedial. I'm like, oh my goodness. So what I had to do was when we were about to I stopped wanting it. First of all, that was a red flag for me because I always wanted, right?
Okay.
But I stopped wanting it from him. I stopped wanting it all together. I'm like, because I'm in this relationship with him, so I'm gonna just be. This just gonna be nothing.
So you gonna be celibate?
But I wasn't willing to marry it. You feel me? But what I said was, I said, okay, when we do it, Sharon, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to get yourself ready and you're gonna have to be like already there. Like I feel like I shouldn't have to get myself all hyped up and get myself ready and do me. Because if I'm gonna do me, I might as well do me by myself all day. Like why I gotta just why?
Yeah, well,
And then soon as
you got the wrong partner.
exactly, that's why they're not the partner anymore.
No, yeah. Yeah, I didn't mean like that. I meant like while you getting it, take you. I'll take you there.
I mean, yeah, but sometimes it's just not satisfying. Sometimes you could be because I got
sad.
so when you gotta get all I feel like because
I've
I
been
feel
there
like
before.
because sex with some people can be very complicated. Do y'all agree? Like I feel like sex with some people can be very, very complicated because I have to get all the way in my head just to get here. Like I gotta like block you all the way out and figure this out and try not to
Sad.
like I shouldn't have to work that hard.
You shouldn't.
Because this is supposed to be exciting.
It
This
should
is
be like
supposed
a
to be
hamburger
fun.
and French fries.
This is supposed to be relaxing. This is supposed to be a stress reliever. Why am I stressing? Like when sex become a stressor, like when do you be like, okay, time out, because this is not working.
Yeah, because I was talking to someone probably today, and I was just like,
Probably today.
today, and I was like, because you asked the question, will you still stay with the person when they can't necessarily perform it? And at some point, I did,
Okay.
because I didn't want to seem, not that I didn't want to seem, I just wasn't. Sex wasn't important enough for me to say, hey, I'm gonna let this go because the sex is not
Got
what
you.
I wanted.
Got you.
But there was something I stopped doing because it had no fulfillment.
Okay.
And so those of you who understand fellatio and cunnilingus, there's something you want to happen when you do it. and when it doesn't happen, it takes the driveway of doing it. So
I feel
I
you.
did stop that.
So you stopped because you wasn't getting the response that you wanted.
Yes, and it was messing up my head space. Since I know I got good game.
You can't tell me I don't know what I'm doing.
So yeah, if it's not doing what it's supposed to do, it's probably you.
So my question is now, would you stop, would you not pursue or continue dating someone? Like say like you dated someone, right? And you guys are like deciding to get in a committed relationship. But the sex is not great. Do you talk about sex with your mates?
Why would you ask me such a
I
dumb
mean, I know
question
she
on
do.
this show?
I know she do, but I just want to know her response because
Yes. I talk
Okay.
about a lot of sex
Okay.
with my
because
whatever.
some people don't want to.
They don't, and they don't talk about it, and that's where the problem comes, and that's where issues come, and you know, and them not talking about it comes to non-communication, and then other things they
Do you
transpire.
think that people don't talk about it because they're nervous about the actual response to it?
They weren't taught.
They weren't taught.
Because most times
None of us
parents
are taught that.
most parents do not have open conversations with their children about sex and what they should feel and what they should do and what they should not do, or you know what I mean. It's just not something that you have, so you're kind of raised to not necessarily talk about it. That's something you come into when you come into yourself, when you come into your self-esteem. It's something when you say, like, for instance, I'm only sure my mom and my grandmama didn't teach me to talk about sex like this. I'm holding,
My mama day show didn't teach me.
you know what I mean? So I'm sure that this is something I came into myself, in which I can talk about sex pretty much anywhere with anyone. However,
She can, like a big facts. She
however,
can. She
they
can
didn't require-
literally.
Yeah, like my nieces, they be like, Auntie, I'm asking you a question. Answer my question. Did you come? Were you there? It's important. You know what I mean? Wait a minute. I was told by a significant family member they had never climaxed in their 60. I was like,
I heard that before. They weren't that old. They were like my age, but I heard that
no.
before.
So what I'm saying is it's a lot of things going on or has transpired
Because people
that
ain't
people
talking.
they haven't had sex education, and they haven't had sex experience to know,
Facts.
to understand what your body's supposed to do. So that means for that many years that person has been pretty much being being silly and mister. He been doing his job on. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If you weren't there. So
So this is the thing I'm gonna tell y'all. If you are afraid to communicate, practice. Practice talking to yourself in the mirror about what you like. First things first, know what you like. Figure out what you like. Because some of us are closet freaks and we don't even know. Let it come out. If you're a freak, be a freak. If you like certain stuff, like what you like. And find somebody that like it too. I think that's the easiest thing. Finding somebody that like what you like. Because we ain't got to be embarrassed about this thing. It's nothing embarrassing about knowing what you like and what you want. It's nothing wrong with that. And it's nothing wrong with telling your mate, this is what you like. And this is, can you do this? Or are you willing to do this? And tell me that before we get in this committed relationship. Because I don't want, what I think is highly disrespectful is people like this. Okay, we get in this committed relationship. We've been together all this time and we finally get married. And now all of a sudden you want to bring another person in the bed. You didn't tell me that before we said I do. And that's selfish and inconsiderate, because if that's what you wanted, you should have said that before me. Because then I would have told you absolutely not. And then I could go find my person, because clearly you're not that.
right. And that goes back to being honest and people feeling free and feeling open to say, hey, what you like? You know what I mean? Some people say that that it's not conducive to do that. That you're bringing on the spirit of sex. What's going to happen? So why not? You know what I mean? It's just like, you're going to the grocery store. Make your grocery list before you get there.
That's how you do with sex. That's how you have the conversation.
Yeah, I'm talking about. I ask. What do you like?
Now this is what I don't do. Okay, so there's a difference between us having a conversation about what we like, what we don't like, versus you trying to tell me how good you are. Because a lot of people talk themselves up and then it be a piece of crap, right? Please don't talk to me about how good you think you are, because I'm gonna tell you what you are.
So then what you do is you just redirect. Girl, I can do this. Yeah, I wasn't really talking about that.
That's not what I'm talking about. Because I'm gonna tell you.
Are you gonna say it?
Yeah, because people be like, it wasn't good. I'll be like, what you thought was good about it? Because I'm gonna respond. she all of her response. And if she don't respond, it's a problem because
It's a
everything
problem.
worked and she like what she like, and it's
And my
your
problem,
fault that she even has a name. Like, because I'm like, she's special.
very.
She has a mind of her own, and like I say, when she like you, she like you, and when she don't, she don't. It ain't nothing I can do to make her like you or want you.
I
It
found that
is what
out.
it is. In my brain, I could be like, oh my goodness, I think he's amazing, and she gonna be like, no, we don't.
Or when he walked in the room and she'd be like, "There go my daddy. There go my daddy. Say something to him." Yeah, you're right.
Like, we have no control.
I've had an attitude with somebody and they call on the phone and she be like,
That's the one.
"My daddy's on the phone. Let's talk to him." I'm no, we're not talking to him. Full conversation.
Full conversation, because you gotta tame
I
her.
go with my dad.
You gotta tame her.
When they say submission, it's real.
Woo! And that's why you have to be very careful, beautiful people. This is a whole nother topic, and we're gonna talk about this another time. But that's why you have to be careful with who you have sexual intercourse with, because those are soul ties that get attached to you,
Mm-hmm.
and you be. That's why I tell people that that's how you know when somebody cheating in your relationship, because all kind of spirits start coming up in your house. You be like, where did that come from? Where you get that from?
Mm-hmm.
When did you start acting like that? Why you got
That's
an
why you
attitude?
can't just be jumping in the bed with
Be
everybody.
careful.
Having sex with everybody.
Be
'cause
careful.
You been had 200 folks inside.
Be be
You
careful,
don't want it.
because it get deep. Okay, so let's answer this question before we move on to the other questions. Okay. All right. So we talked about would you still you said that you would still talk and date someone even if their sex is
If
not
they
good.
if they are treating me royally
Royally,
and taking
huh?
care of me, loving me,
Aw.
giving me all what I need, and that's not just financially, but spiritually. Yeah,
Mentally.
treating me like a queen. Yeah, all that stuff that I need.
Okay.
All those love, because all the languages are my love languages.
Me too.
Every last one of them. Like, oh, that's just no. I need all of them.
Every last
self
one.
acts, self love, all of them are mine. I probably would,
Okay.
because I feel like I'm come-o-matic.
What that mean?
I can come. I don't need
Say it again. What is it called? What?
come-o-matic. I don't need. You know what I mean? Like I like the thrust of a penis. It's adult talk.
But you can do it without.
I'm come-o-matic, so I can help him make me come. It's not a problem.
Really?
Oh yeah, hands down. Yeah, I'm a sexual being. So like, say if his sex is really not that good, and he, you know what I'm saying, if he has one, I can make it work.
But don't that get tiring sometimes?
I don't know.
I do.
I haven't had nobody do both. I haven't had nobody treat me so great that I'm willing to do all that.
Oh, okay.
So it's been. I'm going.
So
on,
you.
I'm
so
going on
you,
7 years.
So you saying you willing to do it, but you ain't never experienced it.
Right. Yeah.
But have you ever stopped dating someone because their sex was bad?
No, because I ain't never had no bad sex. Everybody.
You
I had,
are blessed.
yeah, only one time.
You are so
Yeah,
blessed.
Everybody walk up on me.
That's
They
what's
was at
up.
the right.
That's what's up.
They was at the right store.
Come on now.
Yeah, I've only had one person.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, and I didn't stop dating them. They just
Got the hint. They got the hint.
I just disappeared probably.
Then
And
you
I didn't leave them because of that. It's just that I can't. I have a low tolerance for like drama. Like,
so bad sex is drama.
no, if you got bad drama and you got bad sex.
Oh,
yeah, like, you know what I
okay.
mean? Like,
Gotcha.
if you're whining and if you're complaining, you're arguing all the time. I do not like arguing whatsoever at all.
You know what I
can't stand
think
it. It
is
turns me off.
terrible?
So, if you got a whole bunch of other issues and you
Along with that,
along with that,
it's
and
a no.
Yeah, it's
a quick no.
I'm gonna see you later.
So you know what I have an issue with?
What is it?
I have an issue with these young men, right?
Mm-hmm.
That really think they got it going on.
In what area?
The sex.
Oh, that's too bad.
Like, I think that I think there should be like a sex education, not just to teach you about, your cleanliness and your genitals and all that great stuff. But I think that there should be something to teach you how, what I found out is there's people that just think highly of themselves, and there's people that are pleasers. People that only think about themselves, and there's people that are like they get off by pleasing their mate. Like
That's me.
they want to see their mate
That's me.
reach climax. They want to
Hmm.
see that release.
And moan
They
and make
get
a lot of
off on
noise.
that, right.
Hmm.
So their goal is
And
to
looking at me
find your
real hard.
spots and
Hmm.
really learn it and penetrate those spots
Hmm.
and keep. That's a good person.
Thank you. Thank you for the compliment.
I feel like those are good people, and you know.
We are good people. We're very good people.
I feel like they deserve an award because
I do. I do.
because and you know what? I think that the best thing to do is have two people that want to please each other.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
oh my goodness, do you know how great that is?
Compatibility.
Compatibility.
That's
There
what
we
it
go.
is.
That's why compatibility is so important. And that's why, because some people, when you're really compatible to them, you ain't even got to say nothing. It just, everything just flowing. Y'all just do y'all thing. And everybody just doing their thing. Like, you do your part, I do my part, we do our part, and it works.
That's a whole game.
It's working for me.
I'm going to need you not to use the Jesus song while we're talking about sex.
God ordained sex. He blessed it.
In marriage.
In marriage, yes.
Yeah.
In marriage.
Pick up your book and start asking another question.
Okay, moving on. Now we're going to talk about these things. Still adult talk. Okay. We're talking about cleanliness of the genitals before and after. What's your thoughts on that? Because I got some questions after that, but let's talk about that first.
Well, my opinion, because nothing gets on my nerves worse than you watching a movie or TV show and people just start having sex any and everywhere. When you gonna watch? You just gonna do that when you ain't washed her up or nothing. I watch movies and go, I'm really psycho about that. So, I specifically believe that there should be a cleaning ceremony before you have
A
sex.
ceremony,
Yeah.
a
I believe you
cleansing.
should take a bath as a woman.
Wash yourself.
Put your Gina down inside some water so it can gravitate, so it can get in that hair or in that because you got look, friends. We're sitting, sitting right now. You're sitting,
Right.
A man, we're sitting. So whatever, depending on how once you washed and if you deodorize, if you use a deodorant or you use feminine products or you
Right.
use masculine products to keep that area sanitized, to keep that area fresh. You're closed up. Anywhere you got closed up, it's gonna sweat up under your breast, under your arms, sweat, right?
Right.
So I believe that it needs to be soaked.
Right.
Or, for instance, for me, I believe that you take shower gel and you put the shower gel in the entire genital area.
Oh, you're teaching them how to do it too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm telling you what the ceremony. You said ceremony. I'm gonna give you a ceremony. So I believe. So I'm just give you an example.
The whole ceremony.
Whole ceremony. So you're about to go see him. He's coming over, whatever. You're gonna, before you even get in the tub or the shower, you're gonna take your shower gel and you're gonna go in your complete area from the top of your pubis moments all the way to the back of your behind, and you're gonna take your shower gel with your hand and you're gonna put that shower gel so that shower gel can soak into your genital area.
It got to soak. For how long?
Yeah, it's a precondition.
Okay.
And so you would do this. So you're gonna run your water.
Gotcha.
You're gonna put your shower gel. You're gonna run your water and get all your things together. Whatever you're gonna bring to the bathroom, or if you're gonna got your lingerie, whatever you're doing, go. Even if it's putting, go run a couple of errands. Put the wine in the refrigerator. Put your candles on. But you're gonna have that shower gel in that area the entire time while you're doing those little things. If it's turning the lights down low, get
So
your
it can
music together,
marinate.
so it can marinate.
Got you. It's marinating.
Right? If for whatever reason you've had to do the number 2, you're not only going to do that shower gel thing, you're going to take a little shower gel and you're going to go to your buttocks hole. And you're going to kind of go in that area and put that shower gel in there, because what happens is the aftermath of your number 2 is still going to be somewhere in that area. So it ain't just jumping out because you jumped in the shower and washed. It's not happening.
So you got to go in a little bit.
You got to
and
go
clean
in, put
it.
that shower gel and clean that whole area. Because what happens is once you lay down and she down there, he down there, it's a stench is going to come. Okay.
Facts.
Now, another thing is I'm saying outside of when you have sex, you want to just deodorize that area regularly every day, if not 2 or 3 times a day. So you don't have to wash real hard when it's time to
Could
clean
I
it.
ask you a question?
Yes, love.
So there's a doctor that's saying that you should only bathe about 2 to 3 times a week.
And that doctor should shut up.
Okay.
The hell. We were out here sweating. We got all these different chemicals on the earth and the earth. You know what I'm saying? Some of these soaps don't even work.
They
That's
really
the other
don't.
Thing. That's the other thing. You have to learn what soap cleanse your skin, and in particular your genital areas.
Yeah,
you're gonna do your ceremony, and then for you women, we need to sit that thing in some water. Now, sometimes, I don't have a bath, I don't have a tub. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your shower, but you're gonna do a whole ceremony of water. So you're gonna do that shower gel, and then you're gonna take your towel, your water, and your scrunchie, and you're gonna go down there at least 6 times so you can get the effect of water.
6 times, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Or more.
Okay.
And not just like, okay, you just wash and then you go. No, you're gonna take the water and you're gonna take a cup and you're gonna go and you're gonna drench it because you don't have a tub to sit in. You only have a shower. So you wanna wash, rinse, wash, rinse, wash, rinse.
6 times. Okay.
If not 10.
Okay.
Okay. That's your right?
That's the pre-show.
That's the pre-show.
The ceremony
That's
hasn't
the ceremony.
started all it. Okay.
That
This
is the
all
ceremony.
okay.
That's the cleansing ceremony. And then thereafter, now, nothing more sensual than after he comes or you come, you're gonna wash him or you're gonna wash her. So you already have your shower gel and your clean towel for him or her. And you're gonna put warm water and you're gonna clean that thing because you might want to go back and you want something clean when you get back. You know what I'm saying? Some people are, oh well, that's me on him, that's him. Not so much. Have your
Not
towel
so
and your
much.
shower gel ready, and you take a warm towel. And before you go into that coma, if you came really well, you should be going into a coma. If not, then go ahead. Sorry.
Yep.
You want to wash it and clean it and just make that person feel very, very loved and enjoyed. Okay. So when you're doing that, and then again, even with that, you got your towel, but you got a little extra shower gel on that towel. So you're gonna take whatever, if him or her, you're gonna take your hands, you're gonna take that soap and you're gonna go in that crevice down, and far as you go towards the buttocks, because men be like, where you going, baby? Just go right there to that spot and get that hair, and then got your warm towel and clean it all back up.
Got you. I feel you. I like this ceremony.
Sometimes you don't want to just get up and go all the way and get in the shower because
Right.
you took the moment.
But
away.
also, don't forget to clean your feet and brush your teeth and gargle because don't nobody want to smell no stanky breath while they trying to make love to you and your breath ain't smelling. Because I like to kiss. You like to kiss? No?
I don't have to.
You don't have to?
I like the beginning, not necessarily enduring. Yeah, I don't have to.
You had a thought?
Yeah. Not necessarily. I'm usually busy. I don't have time for that. Yeah. At the beginning, you're turning me on, but like during, I don't have to. If the man is, if I'm giving it to him that good and he want to kiss me, that's fine. But I ain't kissing.
So what are all the things, we're going to get back to the cleanliness because, okay, sidebar before we go to the rest of the cleanliness stuff. What is like foreplay to you? Like what all entitles that? Because I have things that I feel like.
Everything.
Okay, what's everything?
I need him to touch everything. And you know what? Let me stop. Okay. For me, you ask me my personal business, not a problem. I like to be finagled with the fingers.
Gotcha. So you like him to
And my
fill you
nipples.
up. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like to be
So, because for me, foreplay starts like while I'm even at work. Like, say something. Send me a text message. When I get home, like, touch my booty. Don't walk past me and don't touch my butt. Because then I'm going to be irritated. Let me go shower.
You gonna get mad if he don't touch your booty?
Yes.
So you want your booty touched that much that you'll get an attitude about it?
Yes. Because my man knows me. At least he should.
Now let me ask you this: in the beginning and during talking, is that something you would say to your man?
What?
So hey, I'd love to have my butt touched.
Yeah, because the reason why.
Let me hear you say it.
Let me tell you why I
tell you how it said that. Let me hear.
Because you of all people know, and everybody that know me know, I don't like people to touch me, right?
Right. That's
I
how
can't
you gonna tell
stand it. But my man, he could touch me anytime.
But let me hear how you.
I like you to grab my ass.
Was that sexy, y'all?
I like it. I mean, if we're talking about it, I'm like, I like my butt to be touched. Like, if I like you, touch me.
So do you like to be touched like this and like this? What movie is that, y'all? You like this and like this.
No, but I mean, there's moments. Like I
Well,
like the
I like
gentle, soft touch. I like
yeah.
the hugs. I like the kisses.
I like
Like,
my butt to be touched too, but I ain't gonna get no attitude about it if he don't.
yeah, I like
As
it.
long as he touching
Like if you hug me right.
and hug you touching your booty,
Yeah,
that is kind of
I
sexy.
like it.
I ain't
But
gonna get
so
mad
that's what
about
I
it
say
though.
with foreplay. I think foreplay is like adding up. Like cook me dinner. Oh my goodness.
So you got a food fetish. Food make you horny. Uh,
That's why I say all the love languages, all of them are mine. I want all of it. Like, give me a,
That'll
send
make you
me.
horny if they cook you a meal and
Yes.
you want to give them some because they cook
Yep,
you.
sure will. Or send me words of affirmation throughout the day. Just be like, baby, I'm proud of you. What?
They take you home.
Yeah.
And like that's like if you come over and you buy me you buy me some edge control. That means you want my edges to look good.
On my edges laid.
Baby, here, baby, I bought you some shower. Oh, don't buy me no shower gel. So going down. You
Because
buy me
that's
some
for your
shower
ceremony,
gel.
right?
Woo! If you buy me some shower, if you come in and you got some toiletries for yourself and you buy me some toiletries,
Okay, so what if he
whew,
comes in with those toiletries? My question is this: are you gonna make him do the ceremony first, or are you gonna just go down and just do your thing
I'm
right
gonna do the
away?
ceremony on
Oh,
him.
you gonna do it for him,
Mhm.
so you can go ahead and do your business while you down there already.
Mhm.
Oh, I like that because
Mhm.
my next question was, what if your man come in and he want it right then and there, and you like, dude, you ain't cleaned your body. Like, what if he came in from work, came in from the
Well, let me say something. What my
okay,
theory is, I never tell a man no, ever.
got you.
I don't have no headaches. I don't have no periods.
I like you,
I don't
girl.
have no. My knee hurt. You
My
got
head hurt.
arthritis. I don't have
So
arthritis.
you
If
don't tell
ask-
your man no
Never.
because they don't like rejection.
I wouldn't care about what they don't like. She don't either. I'm never. It ain't no. So if something happens and I can't do it, I'm uncomfortable.
You gonna be a good
But
wife.
most anybody that dates me knows that I love to take a bath. I'm a bath girl. I can take a bath 2 or 3 times a day. I can take a bath in the morning. Only and the thing
So
is
if
like
he
for
rub
instance,
your
let me give you an
bath
example.
water, you gonna be Gina going in.
For the kill. 30 minutes of kill.
It's a go.
It's a go.
It's a go.
That's what I'm saying. If you bring me some shower gel and a scrubber, like I had a friend and when he would have all these scrubbers, these body scrubbers and oils and shower gel. Turn me on.
Foreplay.
Clean it, and let me clean it. 'Cause I'll say to me, take a shower and then call me when you get through doing what you're doing. Let me come do what I do.
For the married people or the people that are in committed relationship, because we
Or
ain't
getting
talking
ready
about
to go
nobody. We
into
just
one.
talking about what we talking about. So your business is your business. Our business is our business. But we gonna make all of this business public right now. Listen. So I like her thoughts on this because I think that every married person and every committed relationship type person should have that response. Um, I'm never telling my mate no.
Never.
I don't have a headache, even though my head is hurting. My knees don't hurt, even though I got
I had somebody say to
arthritis.
me, I thought you said your knees was hurting.
That ain't got nothing to do with this.
Finish your job.
I love that because I think that because you're in the business of pleasing, whatever you want, whatever you like,
Whatever you
come on,
like.
whatever you like, and
I'm
I
coming
think
to
that that's
America.
awesome because the Bible tells us, though, it tells us, my body is your body is my body. So I can't even tell my husband no. My husband can't tell me no. There should be no rejection in that area unless we're choosing to fast together and abstain from sex together, then that's it. But if he wants it and I got to get up in like 3 hours, I'm going to be like, man, okay, I'm about to do it. I'm gonna just have to drink some
go get an
strong
energy
coffee.
drink. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I think that's an acceptable response. So I'm not gonna tell you no.
Ever.
I'm not gonna tell you no, even if I'm mad, because I'm gonna still want it, even if I'm mad. In fact, I'm gonna want it more. So just
you
give
want
it
it
to
more
me.
when you get mad?
Yeah, I'm gonna still want it, like,
Me too.
cause just cause I'm mad at you don't mean
Yeah, she not mad.
she ain't got nothing to do with this.
She don't do with that. That's me in my head.
She ain't got nothing to do with this. So we gonna do what we do, and we gonna worry about ourselves and have a good time. Now, we're gonna talk about this other stuff later. You feel me?
That's it.
So I get it.
Or it
So
can help us come out of that other stuff.
so I feel like people that can say that's a person that's is a pleaser. That's a person that's not they're not selfish. Because I know people be like, well, I'm tired. I've been doing this all day. I've been doing it all day. Yeah,
You'll be
but
all right.
sex is supposed to relax you. It's supposed to be a stress reliever. It's supposed to just set your day and prepare you for the next day. So if he wanted before he went to bed and then he get up in the morning and he wanted before he go to work, do what you do, make it happen, Captain. If she's out of commission, other things work. So make it work, right? Like I think that there should never be an excuse as to why you can't do what you do because we chose this. And if we chose this, we chose each other. So we're going to give each other what we want. We're going to make it happen. Right? So that's how I feel about it. I don't know about anybody else, but
We're just sharing what we feel.
I think that, our husband's going to be thoroughly pleased. You think so?
If he can.
Huh?
If he make it here.
I think he's going to come.
You think so?
Yeah. We deserve it.
I'm the only problem with me is that I've now been single going on 8 years, and I started to enjoy
Being single.
Being single.
Okay.
I love my life. I just do what I want to do, and I don't have any responsibilities, and I don't answer to anyone, and I just go on about my duties.
But do you think that marriage is only answering to someone?
No, but most men want to know where their woman at or what they're doing or where they. This is.
You don't want to tell them?
Not if you want me to come home and cook. Your uncle used to say.
But let me tell you
today. What's for dinner? Me. Asking me that.
But what I've been doing, so I have a list, right? Now this list is very different. So I pray for certain things for my husband because I pray that he likes cooking. I also pray that he likes going to the grocery store.
But the trip part about me, and I was thinking about this because this one right here, TT, what are you cooking for me? TT, number one is, we both do not like to cook, but this heifer cooks wonderfully. So I'm confused. And then when you lived far away, you used to be, oh, I'm making this, I'm making that. And I was thinking about that today. I was like, she's always bugging me about.
So the truth of the matter is, I enjoy cooking when I want to cook. Like,
well, there's the difference. I don't enjoy it never.
See, I do. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I have cookbooks that I like to just. You do because you've cooked before.
But she bugging me, y'all. I mean, like bugging me.
So the thing is, what if your husband don't even require you to cook? What if he like cooking? Then it's a go.
And
then you can tell him when you on your way to where you going.
I want to make you happy, baby. Yeah.
I think that's a plus. I think that's a plus.
I think it when and if God was ready for me to re-enter into marriage, he would give me a man that loves to cook. And I have no problem being his sous chef, sweeping the floor, cleaning, putting the dishes in the dishwasher, or hand washing. I really prefer to hand wash dishes. And putting the food up and then giving him some food afterwards.
Come on, girl. Make it happen. He gonna get the full thing.
That would turn me on. That would make me horny.
See?
If he was in the kitchen cooking.
I told you.
Oh, yeah. That would
cook me a meal. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, my.
It would be.
Because I'm going to think you really love me. Yeah. You cooking me a meal, I'm going to feel like, oh, he really like me. And I like it.
Such a fat girl.
I am. I love food, okay? I love good food. Let me say that.
That's to all of you.
We love good food. You guys, so we're trying something new, right? So you guys know I have a podcast because y'all always tuning in. Thank you, beautiful people. But we did a live today. I've never done a live while doing my podcast.
You haven't? This is the
never.
Time?
This is the first time.
Oh, nice.
We just, popped our little cherry with the lives. It's adult talk.
She wants to be a sex doctor. Popped our cherry.
It's adult talk.
And the trip part is I've actually been wanting to have an adult page. Mm-hmm. And for some reason I've been scary about it because there's so many things I want to say sexually to people. Like, get it together. Like, what I just said to you is something I've been wanting to say. Like, I don't think people think about how to clean their genitals when they're thinking about pre-sex or for instance, even men using different
but you don't be mindful of that, of what you smell like, because you're sharing your body with someone.
Well, it depends on the person, because is the man is he down here? He not putting his nose down there. Most men are not doing like this and going like that. They think they put the soap on and it's all good. They don't realize that hair has held a stench.
Exactly, and that's one of the reasons why us women don't like the hair.
mint. They
Right.
don't know certain things. Like I researched it. What are the things that can deodorize a man's hair and their gentle? But I researched that because I was down there and I wasn't
Because
happy.
some women be down there gagging because it don't smell good.
Or they're
But
holding their nose.
and it's sad. And this is exactly what I be telling y'all.
That we don't.
When
We
it
don't,
don't
we don't.
smell good, you talk to your man because guess
But how
what?
do you say it, smarty pants?
How do you not say it?
Tell me how you. Just give us examples.
Okay, this is a nice way. Gentle. Gentle. Hey babe, let's start in the shower. Let's wash each other. That's a nice way, right? That's a good way.
Yeah.
If he say I don't want to get in the shower, yes, you do. Yes, we do. We're getting in the shower, sir. Do you want it or not? And I'm gonna wash him.
So, but what if he say, "Why you, baby? Why you?"
No, because no. But the thing is this.
But what if he asks you though? Come on, let's do role play. Let's role play. Hey, why you always want me to? Why you want me
Because
to?
babe, when you come in from a long day, like you be kind of musty down there, and you want me.
So I took a shower.
You took a shower this morning.
No, but I'm saying when I came in the house, I took a shower. It still wasn't clean.
No, you gotta. I'm gonna show you. Let me show you. I'm gonna show you how to. Let me do it. I'm gonna show you.
How do you guys feel about that? Did that feel aggressive? Because I felt aggressive, aggressivized. Let me show you. Let me show you.
Let me.
He
show
gonna be like, I don't need you to show me how to clean
I
my
do
dick.
because maybe you wasn't told right.
See, you saying the wrong stuff. He finna be mad. He ain't finna give you. It ain't gonna get hard for you. He gonna be like, that's all right. I don't want none. You not sensitive men are. You got to be careful because
But
men
let
are
me
very
tell you
sensitive.
why. Exactly. But let me tell you why they sensitive. Because all these women ain't telling them what they need to hear. These women keep blowing their heads up, telling them they smell good, they look good, and they feel good, and they don't. Because then when I'm trying to be soft, but it's not fair.
But you can't go all the way and dig back at his mama. You like maybe you wouldn't talk. You just dig at his mama.
But no.
You
So
get him hard.
This is why having the conversations with your significant other before you guys go into that role, because I'm gonna tell you, I love a man that smell good. A man that smell good, like really from head to toe, smell good. Like you care, like you clean behind your ears, like that kind of smell good. Like cause I love to smell my man. I be like it's a thing. Like I love to smell him and to embrace that good smell. Oh my goodness! So like he put on deodorant. Like that? Yeah, I'll be like when I hug him. I sure do because I like to smell you. I'm a smelling. I love a good scent because that's gonna be like, ooh yes, he ready. No, but I like a man that is well groomed. Like you brush your teeth, you gargle. Like men don't be gargling. Wash your tongue. Like clean behind your ears because when you put on like stuff on your hair and stuff, that smell get behind your ears. Yeah, clean your ears. You gotta clean it with something. Not just like the soap too, but after that you need to have some other stuff that you clean it because it has a stitch.
So maybe we need a cleaning show.
And clean your nails. Like clean that. Like don't nobody. How you gonna be touching on my body with dirty nails? Like you not touching me because you gonna give me something, and you give me something, then we gonna have a problem.
Oh, did you see the gangster come out? A gangster.
But I'm really gentle. I'm really gentle, everybody.
That's a lie. You need to stop lying on your own show. You're a lot of things, but gentle.
I'm gentle. I'm gentle living. I'm gentle.
Here, baby. Every time you start lying, I'm gonna hand you this book. That's the next question. Gentle is not something she can.
Gentle. I'm very gentle. I'm very, very, very gentle. Okay. So
now you keep looking at this live. Don't forget your audience.
I keep forgetting. I know because this is brand new. So y'all, this brand new live thing.
I'm looking at y'all.
They know I love them. They know we have a.
What's love?
We locked in. Remember, we locked in. These people love me, and I love them because the support is strong and real. You feel me?
Looking at y'all.
You feel me? They are. You already know. Okay, so now that we've come to the realization that we believe that cleanliness is next to godliness, and if you're not clean, we ain't doing it, right?
You don't want it.
People still be doing stuff with dirty, huh?
Mm-hmm, they do. Some people can just hold their nose.
Because maybe they not planning to do everything. Maybe they just gonna just hump on each other, and then that should be
sufficient.
I guess. Maybe they not doing the full thing. I think if you,
Well,
what you think?
I don't. I can't speak for nobody else, but I don't play with it.
Well, no, that's why I feel
I'm doing appetizers, hors d'oeuvres,
because I care
entree,
about what
and
I smell like. I care about,
I'm really.
and I care about the person that's gonna have to smell me.
Now you
I'm
preach.
considering you.
I'm gonna make sure Gina is completely clean.
Fancy gonna be
Absolutely.
okay. She gonna be, cause she's different.
Yeah, sure.
You know.
What's the next question? If I start talking about Gina too much, I might get.
What? Say what you saying.
I said if we start talking about them too much, I might be distracted.
Distracted. Don't get distracted. Do you have any questions for me?
No, I don't. You answered them all. If
Well,
I had any, actually, as you're talking, you're kind of giving your opinion or your thoughts, so it's working out. I don't need to ask you any
nothing.
questions. Not at this point.
Okay, so we coming to an end, y'all, because I only
Okay.
got one last question, and this is just going sum up pretty much everything that we talked about. And my question is this: after we've had this discussion, after you've had your discussion with your mate, whether they're not doing something right, whether it's cleanliness, whether it's compatibility, just trying to figure out if we are compatible, because sometimes it goes deeper than just being compatible, because your compatibility can change over time. How do we keep each other in line with one another? How do we stay on one accord with one another? How do you align all of this together? Because
Let me say this
Go
because I
ahead.
gotta interrupt you.
Go ahead.
The same thing you did to get her and him, you gotta keep it. You have
Yeah,
to
but what
keep
if
that
we change?
same.
So you got to shift too.
It has to be in your mind. The
Mm-hmm.
same thing I did to get him, I gotta keep doing. The same thing I took, the same thing I did to get her, I gotta keep doing that thing. You have to have that sense of revival.
Mm-hmm.
The way we do in church when we say we need to get our souls. It's the same thing with your marriage. You always got to be in the mind. I got to revive this thing, even if it's not dead.
Mm-hmm.
I got to keep them thinking. I got to keep them wanting to come home. I gotta look out and see what they doing and bring that in here. So I ain't got to worry about him going out to do that.
Right.
I've got you. You have to have in your head. I'm gonna keep this fire burning.
Got you.
I'm gonna keep this meal going. I'm gonna keep this dessert sweet. It's got to be in your head. What are you doing? If and that just means sometimes that means experimenting.
Mm-hmm.
That means sometimes being spontaneous.
Right.
Even if you go in his truck, he has a truck, and you put something in there, a picture of you and something sweet, and maybe his favorite dessert. And I feel that's what I feel. Doing something different, or in particular, it's always the norm that a man takes a man to dinner. No, baby, get dressed. I got a surprise for you,
Come on now.
and you take him to dinner.
Take them to dinner, please.
And then at dinner, some kind of way that lingerie pops out.
Come
If
on.
that's what he likes.
Why you out there eating, girl?
You just say,
You my kind of
you
woman.
just say, oh, so hot in here.
Just show them a little bit of something.
Yeah, just a little, I mean, you've got to be creative because whoever you marry or you get in a relationship and say you're dating, those are the things that you need to continue to do
Mm-hmm.
to keep his mind there. I'm always thinking, and I'm always, even though I'm not married, I'm not even in a relationship, I always think of what if I was married, what would I do, or what would I do different? I'm watching other couples. I'm watching TV. I'm watching.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have some stuff off of Netflix, Hulu,
Yeah.
and Peacock that I'll have in my diary.
I strongly believe that our husbands are going to be super blessed. Reason being is because in our waiting time, we're growing, we're learning, we're evolving. We're open to listen and hear what they like,
Experiment.
what they want, what they need. And we're willing to, say, okay, I could do that. Or no, I can't do that. I think that in order to be consistent in a relationship, in a commitment, in a covenantship, in a marriage, you have to continue to communicate. You can't stop talking to each other because as we get older, as we grow, we evolve and we change and we shift. And it might not be a big shift and it might not be a big change, but we got to be on one accord. You might not change like I changed, but you still got to see me and you still got to feel me and you still got to hear me because, I'm not saying you have to adjust, but you should want to kind of adjust to whatever era we're in, whatever level we're at. We need to go together because if I keep communicating with you and I be like, oh, babe, you know what? I no longer like this because we don't know what's going on. Maybe we
Right.
didn't have a baby. Maybe I'm on a
Right.
birth control and my body ain't doing something. So I'm gonna talk
Right.
to you like, look, I don't know what's going on, but she tripping. let's talk about it, because I don't want you to think that I just don't want
Want to
you
be with you.
anymore and I'm just not getting wet and it's you, it's me. It could be definitely a medication that I'm taking that's
Or
probably
menopause,
affecting
because
me.
now, because at this point right now,
Mm-hmm.
my patience is this big,
Gotcha.
and I didn't used to be like that. Now you say the wrong, I'm like, what? Please. You know, I'm just like a ticking time bomb right now, and I know because I'm menopausal, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm also more horny than I've ever been in 57 years. So
Gotcha.
you know, so they have to balance. So I have to balance my whole mind, body, and self.
Mm-hmm.
But I know it's me, so it's your decision if you want to be bothered with that.
But you're
Because
gonna
everybody can
tell
have it.
them what's going
Oh, I'm
on.
like, oh yeah, hands down, I'm gonna tell them.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Because
like right now, I'm saying I'm having hot flashes.
I think that is very important for you to communicate. That's why I feel like, because even if we decide not to be together anymore, I feel like if we communicate, we can at least break it off in a civil, mature type of way, because we realize, okay, we're going in two different ways, and I don't want that, you don't want this, and we're okay with separating. You know, sometimes people get so accustomed and so comfortable and with what they're used to, so they become complacent and they've accepted and settled for this is what it's gonna be, and I'm gonna just do what I do. No, like, why you want to live like that? Let's have this. Let's
And
have the
be
real talk.
happy. Life is too short at this point to live it unhappy,
Correct.
miserable, not
Correct.
getting what you need, not getting
Correct.
what you want.
Mm-hmm.
If it's compliments, if it's dining out, if it's whatever it is that you like and you want in
Right.
a relationship, if you like candles and you want to say, I want to eat dinner by candlelight tonight. Or in particular, like me, I like to make love to music.
Me
I
too.
don't want the TV on. I don't want to hear Hawaii Five O. I don't want to hear Criminal Minds while I'm stroking. I just don't.
I want
You
to
know
hear
what I
some
mean?
nice music too.
Yeah, some nice.
Ooh.
From jazz to uh, it's a song that says "Touching my body." Oh, girl, be
Coco
quiet.
Jones, I
Is
think
that what
that's
that
her.
is? Yeah. Huh?
I see you.
Mm. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a good
I'm
song.
just saying.
Something about your hands on
Yeah,
my
that's it. Yeah,
body.
that's it. Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's a good
what
song.
that's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear. Uh, Put your hands up over your head. No, I don't want to hear TV. I don't want to hear
Got
the
you.
news. And on tonight's news, we have a murder in South Carolina. I don't want to hear that.
So to wrap this up real quick for you guys, Titi, do you have any last advice or anything you want to give the people before we say cut?
No, I just want to say thank you all for allowing me to be on the show and be as transparent as I've been. That's why she called me. Um,
Exactly.
if you'd like to talk more, you can reach me at gifts@yahoo.com, or you can call me at 310-621-0570. Don't forget, this is Gifts That Speak. Just showing you some pieces that I've made. I do all sorts of things, customized gifts for men and women. That's from cufflinks to tie tacks to long gemstone necklaces and arm deco, which I showed you a piece earlier. Ladies' earrings, clip-ons, necklaces, bracelets. These large diva rings, I make these also. Bracelets, all sorts of things you can get.
She
Plenty
do
of
jackets,
gifts.
shoes, whatever you name. She make journals, pens. She didn't make me everything, Ladybug.
Everything. She actually has gifts at my house now. So give us a call. And don't forget to support this one. Now, I just want to say, I just want to give my niece some kudos. Baby, is this a nice studio or what? This is a nice studio.
Thank you,
You guys see the
girl.
mics. You guys don't know there's a whole board over there. Baby, you better, when you say she come,
I'm not
you
playing with
see the
it.
light. Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
Don't play
And
with it.
Did you see the cups, honey?
Baby.
Did you see the cups? Did you see the cups with the logos on it? You understand me?
I love it. So thank you so much, TT. So I just want to thank my TT so very much, heavy on the my, for just being here with me. One of the reasons why I really wanted her here, because she's so much like me. Like, you ask us a question, we're gonna answer it. We ain't gonna sugarcoat it. We're gonna be 100% raw and real. And that's what I love to do on my show. I love to be, it's all in, no limits. We're gonna talk about everything. I feel like when we have these deep conversations and these difficult conversations, it helps people to really evolve and figure out who they are and what they want, and be able to ask themselves the questions and even answer them, because Who wants to live in the shadow of who you really are? Like, embrace you, accept you, love you, and live in your truth. And whatever that truth is, it's yours. So own it. So that's what we come here to do. Even when we're talking about the adult stuff, a lot of people don't want to have conversations about sex, and it's very
They're not going
necessary
to.
because so many people are suffering behind it. Some people are uncomfortable in the positions that they're doing and don't want and not even enjoying it. Sex is supposed to be enjoyable. You are supposed to have an orgasm. If you're not having one, it's a problem. Talk to your mate. Say, look, I'm not having one. I need you to do this so I can get one. And trust me, when you get it, you're never going to turn back. And if you don't get it, you're going to be upset like me. I get it. Understand it. But we're working through that, okay? We working through it?
We're working through
We
it.
working through
And
it,
if you need a
okay?
little help, here we are. The doctor and her assistant.
And I am the assistant. I'm still going to school, y'all, but she's a master at this thing, okay?
I'm not gonna say I'm master, but I tell you what,
She know what she doing.
that's it.
She ain't had no complaints. I mean, I ain't never had a complaint either.
Very good.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
But it could be because they probably didn't say it. But you should tell me. Because I asked, what you want me to do different? Do you want me to do this more, that more? Is that like I asked the question because my man is worth that. Is this something?
That's very good.
Is this something you want
So
me to
again,
do?
thank you so much for letting me allow me to be on the show. You see, this can go on a little longer because she got some. She may not be in this book, but it's in her head.
It's definitely in my head.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so thank you again for tuning in to the All In No Limits podcast. You could always find me on YouTube at all in_no limits. You don't even have to put in the underscore. You're going to find your girl. Go watch the shows. Catch up, okay? Thank you again.
And don't forget, Gifts That Speak. Gifts That Speak _ Greta. I don't have a podcast, but we can talk about it.
We can talk about it.
We can talk about
okay?
it. All right,
So thank you again so much for tuning in, where you're always going to find me, your girl, your pusher, your motivator, your number one supporter and hype man. It's me, your girl, Sharon Yvonne. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Turn on that bell notification so you'll always know when I'm tuning in, because I will be back. I always come back. I love you. Bye.